that's part of what we wanted to illuminate with this conversation is like, what is Zen practice really? Because I have heard from other people and students in other domains that they're interested in it, but they have an idea that it's either too intense or rigorous, or that it's about somehow it's about detachment from life,
Yeah.
which couldn't be further from the truth, And so
Right.
maybe you can say
Right.
something about that.
Well, in terms of, let's go to rigor first. I mean, I think it is rigorous in the sense that we have to be really, really nakedly honest with ourselves, and about our habits and about our conditioning and about the situation that we're in and the participants in the situation. If we're not honest and rigorous with that honesty, it's not really Zen. Um, but in terms of detachment, I think the detachment actually refers more to the detachment of the way that we want it to be
Mm.
and reattachment to life as it really is. And so, we would say, getting rid of delusion or seeing clearly. And I think it's, well, Zen Master Dogen said the best, it's the wholehearted way of love, of living.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. I One way that is kind of makes a lot of sense to my mind and that I sometimes use with students is that we're just letting go of what's not real, or
Yeah,
we're detaching from what we've concocted in our minds for whatever smart reason. It might have
yeah,
been really intelligent when we were young. It might have been the perfect thing, but for whatever reason we have created these ways of being, they may be just occluding what's actually happening. And so through meditation and through ritual and the various aspects of Zen training, we can just learn to see more clearly let go of what's not real and experience directly what is real right now. And this is just something anyone can do
yeah,
in in the present moment. It's our birthright, and that it's not like the Buddha is something out there. We literally all are awakened nature itself. Either we've forgotten, or we're confused, or we're in a momentary dream state. But part of our job and privilege is to keep reminding each other and ourselves and anyone who comes to our class that you really, really, really already are fundamentally wide awake and open, unconditioned, and free, no matter what the conditions are. And I know that that's a bold thing to say, but I always think of Viktor Frankl, in dire circumstances in the Holocaust, and saying the one thing that couldn't be taken away from him was his capacity to, what did he say? It was how he perceived and responded to what was happening to him.
yeah,
And I feel like that's pointing to the inherent freedom that all beings are.
yeah, yes, yes. And these capacities that we grow through Zen practice aren't limited to Zen practice. It actually is applicable to every single aspect of our life, our relationships, how we work, how we play, how we pray, all of it.
Yeah.
That direct apprehension of this moment and a wholehearted response to that recognition, to that realization. It's just it's the most alive way of living.
Yeah. And just to affirm and bring specificity to what you just said, I think one of the gifts of practicing together for a long time, which is, 13 or so years for us, I can think of so many ways, so many stories that ground what you just said, where I've been struggling in some way and you've shown up. It's not like, oh, you sit on your cushion and you're this wise Zen teacher. You are, and you live this path. You've shown up at my door with the best birthday presents for my sons that was like so attuned, exactly what they want. And you've given me really good advice when I've been really, really struggling. And I know I've done the same for you. And so
Yeah, absolutely.
there's just I think it's a good thing to highlight that Zen training, um it permeates all of life, the very practical to the very like numinous moments of feeling the interdependence with all things and feeling suchness and these things
Yeah.
we can't put into words. There's very profound unnameable aspects, and then there's very practical, direct, unperformative acts that come from really being committed to see clearly and then respond wholeheartedly.